Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Gabriela. I make videos about self-care, mental health, astrology, theater life, Disney life, Pixie Growout stuff, and whatever else I feel like talking about. So stick around, and if you are interested in being a part of the community, please subscribe. So I want to tell you all about how I grew my hair out fast, how I style my hair, because a lot of you ask how I make it look like this. This is not my natural hair texture. Also, while I style my hair, I share with you my favorite products that I've been using through this process. So let me give you a little background on my hair. I have very thick hair. It can tend to be quite coarse. I have a lot of hair. This is my hair's pretty much natural color. I dyed it back to my natural color. I had it lightened this winter to a fun red-ish tone, but I just decided to go back because my roots were showing and I can't afford to keep coloring my hair in a salon right now. It's not something I want to put into my budget. I started growing out my pixie cut in April of 2018, so it's almost been 2 years. It's been about 23 months. And since I started growing my pixie cut out, I've only had 3 haircuts. My last haircut was about 3 months ago, and it was at a length where I was like, okay, my hair is being perceived as long. It's not a long bob anymore. I had the long bob look for a long time. Various lengths of a long bob. And so it finally was at a length where I was like, oh, I sort of look like I have medium long hair. So I want to lighten it up. So I also said that when I pull my hair up, sometimes I like a couple pieces to hang down. And since my hair was all one length, it just looked like a long stringy piece. There wasn't anything framing my face or any layers, and it was just too heavy. So I went to Damon Footer at Rua Salon, which he's actually moved to another salon. He's the one who first cut my pixie, who styled it for the whole time I had a pixie. He dyed it pink, we dyed it peach, we did all sorts of things. So now he works at C the Salon, 12324 Ventura Boulevard. And the number is 818-763-4005. So I highly suggest him. I know some of you guys have actually gone to him before because he told me that he's gotten some recommendations. So he also did my latest cut. My hair is very healthy. I attribute that to not dyeing it. Once I started growing out my pixie, it originally was bleached and pink, and I dyed it back to my original dark color so that I could grow it out. The roots wouldn't be seen, and I could just not touch it with any dyes or chemicals. My scalp is especially sensitive. I get scabs and very sensitive spots on my scalp anytime I dye my hair. And I just know that it messes up the pH of my scalp, and it's just not a good environment for hair to grow. So if you can help it, I would say try not to color your hair. Because obviously the more you color it, also the more breakage you'll get and damage and things like that. And there are more precautions that you need to take if you do color your hair and you will continue through your grow out process. I get it, not everyone can stop coloring their hair, but then you need to be using a color protective shampoo, you need to be masking more, you need to be doing other things that will protect that color and protect your hair. I do use heat styling. I'm not a heatless girl, so I won't say that that was my path, but I protect my hair. I use products that will protect it from heat styling. I make sure to do that every time. I don't take biotin. I'm not consistent when it comes to vitamins. I was taking a multivitamin for like 2 months, but I don't know. Like, I don't want to lie and say that it's vitamins. I eat a pretty balanced and healthy diet full of vitamins and minerals, and so, you know, make sure you're eating healthy. But I've never taken biotin. I don't ever plan to take biotin because I also heard it's going to make the hair on my body grow faster, and I'm like, can we not? I do have a hair mask. I have to say I use it probably once every 3 weeks, which is, you know, a lot of people would use theirs once a week or twice a week. Again, I'm just being upfront. I don't attribute my hair growth to masking because I don't mask very often. One thing that has kept my hair so healthy and so manageable is hair oil. And you will see as I'm styling it, I use a ton of oil in my hair. I have found that for my hair texture, for me, that is the holy grail step in having nice hair. I just need oil. If I didn't have hair oil and serums, I would be screwed. It gives my hair shine. I don't use any shine spray or anything. So now you know my secret, it's hair oil. I am not very picky with my shampoo and conditioner, as I am a bachelorette on a budget. Can I Hashtag that, please. I don't want to spend $80 on shampoo and conditioner, which you can easily do. Oribe, which I love Oribe, but if it's going down the drain, you know, it's not something I'm willing to splurge on anymore. When I shop for shampoo and conditioner, I search for hydrating. I don't shop for volumizing ever because I have very thick hair. I search for, you know, silkening. I don't use color protectant shampoo. The last Oribe set I had was their Shine and Brilliance set. So I look for hydration, shine, and taming of like frizziness or coarseness. But yeah, I'm really not that picky about my shampoo and conditioner. I just mostly like them to smell good, and I like my shampoo to really cleanse my scalp because I work out a lot, and I do also have problems with a dry, itchy scalp, especially when I'm stressed. It's been really bad lately with this coronavirus thing and all these things going on in my personal life. So you'll see I also do supplement with a Head and Shoulders shampoo, which is really not sexy or glamorous in any way, but neither is dandruff. So one more thing I'll say before I actually show you my routine is that a lot of you have asked about that weird stage. Once you get rid of your mullet, for example, if you get a cut and a stylist helps you get rid of the mullet and kind of evens you out to a bob, it's all fine and dandy until you start hitting your shoulders and flipping up and you start looking like Tracy Turnblad from Hairspray. And that is not fun, okay? If you don't want to cut your hair all the time, it's really hard to deal with that because it really made me feel not cute. So this style, this kind of textured, I don't know if you'd call it beachy waves. It's a little bit more like, you know, a little more glam than beachy waves, but this type of style that I do, this has really helped me through all of those awkward lengths because I find that messing up your hair texture more, it's almost like blurring the edges of a picture or, you know, something blurry on camera. You can't quite tell what's on camera. Therefore, you can't quite tell where the lines of your cut are. You can't quite tell where, you know, how long your hair is because it's changed because you've styled it. And also it's not gonna flip up like this because look, already the texture and the waves that I've put in there are gonna keep it from doing this and looking crazy. So, you know, I'll insert a couple pictures, but I've been doing this with my hair, this type of styling for months. I mean, over a year at least. So from the time where I could actually run a straightener through it, it was long enough to at least take a straightener through it and make one little wave, I was doing this. I hardly ever wore my hair straight, especially through this grow out process because I just found it looked sloppy, it looked like I didn't have a hairstyle, and for me, if you're comfortable wearing your hair messy and a little undone, that's gonna be the key. So I think I've rambled enough. I'm gonna go into the video where I show you my whole routine from washing to styling and how I get this hair, which has really made my Pixie grow out process a lot more pleasant and made me feel really still beautiful through this whole awkward process, because I know it can be awkward, but I got here and you can too. All right, y'all, welcome to my shower. Here is what we're gonna use today. It's extremely simple. My scalp feels really kind of oily and dirty, so I'm gonna use Bumble & Bumble Sunday shampoo. This is a really clarifying shampoo whenever I feel like there's a lot of product buildup, like this summer when I was using a ton of hairspray in a show I was in, or just if you feel like you have a lot of oil, I like to do this to really cleanse my hair. And then I've been having a lot of itching and a dry scalp, so I'm gonna use the Head and Shoulders 2-in-1 with almond oil. So I'm basically doing 2 shampoos. I had a friend recommend this to me and I really like it. I need to buy it again though because it's almost out. And then for my conditioner, I'm gonna keep it simple with the Garnier Whole Blends Restoring Conditioner, Maple Remedy. This smells absolutely amazing and I really like how soft and shiny it makes my hair. The mask I've used through this whole grow out process is the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. This is great, you know, but I feel like it takes more than a mask to really get your hair healthy. So, but yeah, I have about 3 sets of shampoo and conditioners I'm working through right now. But yeah, this is my lineup for today, so I will see you when I get out of the shower. Hello, I am out of the shower. I obviously have makeup done. I spent about, I don't know, 10 minutes doing my makeup and letting my hair dry. All I did when I got out of the shower was go like this and squeeze the water out of my hair all the way down. I don't wrap a towel around my hair anymore and like put it up. I used to do that, and a friend of mine, Amelia, was like, girl, if you have hair breakage, like those little hairs that are short and they stick up no matter what you do, stop wrapping your hair in a towel because your hair is so delicate when it's wet and it creates breakage, and don't do that. So it's gotten better since then, a lot better since I stopped wrapping my hair with a towel. Honestly, you're gonna be so surprised that this is my hair routine. It's like really simple. Next, I actually use 2 L'Oreal products. I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Everpure 10-in-1 Elixir. And this just does 10 things that I don't know, but I know it's a heat protectant. And it smells good. And it definitely detangles my hair. It makes it easy to comb through. And then I'm gonna use my L'Oreal Extraordinary Oil Lustrous Oil Serum. And I use about 3 pumps of this, but I continue to use this through the drying process. So mid shaft, I guess you would call it, to ends, I run it through. And then I'll comb my hair through. Actually, no, I won't, because at this point it's pretty detangled. And I will continue to apply the oil as my hair dries. Another one I also like is the Suavecita Argan hair serum. It's somewhere up there. Anyway, that one's great too, but I prefer this one and I prefer the smell. Hello, what's up? I'm back. I actually didn't dry my hair at all. I just put it up for a second because I decided to Marie Kondo my clothes. Because if I'm gonna be quarantined, well, I'm self-quarantining. If I'm gonna be in this apartment for a while, why not get some stuff done? So I did that for about an hour and haven't dried my hair. So it's pretty wet, but it's not sopping anymore. So I told you I've got a lot of hair and it needs to be tamed. More oil, baby, that's the secret. 3 more pumps, and this stuff smells, bye. This stuff smells so good. Oh my gosh. I wish I had a sink to put you guys on, but I don't have that type of sink. This is an old apartment, so it's really just a standalone, so you're in my medicine cabinet, so I'm kind of wrestling with this door. But yes, it makes my hair so soft and so smooth. The other one I was talking about is this. The Suavecita Argan Silkening Serum, but I didn't use that today. This one is my favorite, but I'm almost out of it. It's lasted me forever though. All right, I'm gonna get to drying, and I don't use any brushes. I literally just go like this, you'll see. Let me say really quick, the key to growing out your hair is to keep it healthy. So I do not dry it until it's bone dry every time I wash it. Because I also will say, I don't wash my hair the day of something I need to look really good for. Because my hair is so thick and porous that it takes forever to truly dry. So even if it feels dry, it's kind of like bigger and frizzier, and it takes several hours, like 12 hours to get to a glossy, manageable state. So I'll usually wash my hair, you know, after the gym, going home or something on a day when I don't really need to look good. Sometimes I will if it's an emergency, but I try not to wash my hair on the day of something important. And I wash my hair about 3 times a week, especially now that I'm working out. I used to be able to get away with 2, but you know, with all that sweat and stuff, I gotta wash my hair. So I wash my hair 3 times a week, I would say. All right, my hair is mostly dry. Can you stop? My hair is mostly dry. As you can see, I have like actually quite curly or textured parts of my hair here. My baby hairs and like this area can get really curly, like truly like ringlets. So look, like my hair is huge and it's healthy, but when it's wet like this, the ends to me look kind of crispy, and because it's expanded, it doesn't look good. So I'm gonna add, you guessed it, a little more oil, but this time I'll use the Suavecita serum because this is really smoothing. But you guys will have to tailor it to how much hair you have. Like, I've essentially used 8 8 pumps of oil on my hair, and for some of you, you'd have to wash your hair again immediately after doing that. So use your own discretion, and maybe for you, you don't like oil for your hair. So it's mostly dry, but honestly, if you ran your fingers through my hair, you would feel that it's cold, so it's still wet, you know? But I don't have the time. I'm not gonna dry it for another hour. And as you can see, my hair dryer is hardly working. It's hardly blowing any air. So I need to get a new one, but oh well. I'm gonna go away for several hours and come back when it is very, very dry and show you how I get my, you know, what I started off with in the beginning, those awesome, awesome waves that people always think is natural. One time on my Instagram story, I had a picture with my hair like this, and one of my sort of acquaintances was like, no, what did you do to your hair? And I was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, it looks so much better natural. This is natural. I have straight hair. Hey guys, it's actually the next day. It's tomorrow. So my hair is completely dry now, which is actually perfect because, as I said, I don't like to style my hair when it's still full of water. So this is what it looks like, dry and clean, okay? Here's what we're working with. Look at that length. We're almost covering my nips. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't wanna waste all my L'Oreal oil, so I will use my Suavecita, like a pump and a half. You can't even see that. What am I doing? I always put something, some kind of oil in my hair before I use heat on it, just any kind of styling. So now I'm gonna grab my hot tool, which is, I use a Chi, can you get out of my way? This freaking thing will be the death of me. This is a Chi straightener. I got this at Ulta. They have sales on them all the time. They used to, remember when Chi, I mean, everybody used to straighten their hair, and everybody used to use the Chi heat protectant, including me. That was like a huge thing on YouTube. So anyway, when I style my hair, I choose where I'm gonna part it. So we're gonna do this side. Okay. And then I split it, so I don't leave any hair hanging in the back. And this is gonna be hard to do on camera because I usually use a mirror, but I'm gonna let it heat up. It heats up really quickly. And what I do is I take, I don't even know how big these sections are, and honestly I alternate the size of them so it looks super natural. So I grab it, I twist it towards the back of my hair, and I start to sort of spin it through. And it creates this little wave thing. Sometimes, not everything, sometimes I have to do sections over again, but. And then once I do the section, I let it fall behind my head. And sometimes I kind of pull down at the end so that the end is straight. I think that just looks really cool. But yeah, I hardly ever use anything else besides a straightener to style my hair. And yeah, just make sure your hair is completely dry when you straighten it. 1, so you don't damage it, and 2, it's not gonna hold, anything. You know, when my hair is, especially that's why I don't like to style it. Again, when it's wet, it will not hold the shape. And the more defined the waves you want, the slower you pull it through so that the more time it has in the heat, if you know what I'm saying. So I'll just show you how I do the other side so that so if you see, I always am tilting it away from my head. So I'm spinning it away from my head and then kind of pulling it out and then down. And that's what you get. So I'm gonna do the rest of my head and I will get back to you when I'm done. I do the same thing just with these front sections. Okay, so I'll just show you. With these front sections, I really pull them away from my face so that they don't just hang down flat next to my face. I want them kind of off, brushing away from my face. So, see you in a moment. Okay, welcome back. So this is what it looks like after I have styled it, as in just done the technique I just showed you, okay? So then I start to comb my fingers through it, and this all depends on how your hair holds. My hair holds, you know, I would say it has an average skill of holding style. Now with this type of hairstyle, I also don't mind because I don't want it to be super ringlety, not that it would be anyway, but I don't want it to be super Like I like it like this, right? So if you want a little bit of extra texture, first of all, if your hair is too clean and you want some volume, I'm not gonna do this right now. You can use some dry shampoo. Right now I'm using the Cake Do Gooder Volumizing Dry Shampoo. It's fine. I don't really know if it's volumizing. Just a couple more products to talk about so you know what I use. If I want to spray my hair, which I rarely do, if I'm going out, I don't like my hair to smell like hairspray at all, especially if I'm going to be near people. But if it's for a show or something like that, a gig, I use Big Sexy Hair Spray and Play. This is like my third bottle of various sizes of this, but I just love this. It's amazing. And when I wear my hair in a ponytail, I also smooth it back with that. Another product I highly recommend, and I will always have, is the Suavecita pomade. This is a hair pomade. It smells great. It's light texture, and recently I've been using it to lay down my baby hairs when I pull my hair back, because I have a lot of baby hairs actually, and they're cute and they deserve their moment. So I love the Suavecita pomade. Actually, I'll use a little bit, tiny little bit, just to show you that it can smooth down flyaways. So just to run it over the top of my hair, you know, just so that I don't have those little tiny hairs I was talking about. If you have breakage or anything like that, just smooth it. This was given to me as a sample from Blue Mercury, I think. Oh my gosh. I haven't tried other products like this. There might be dupes that are cheaper. I'm sure there are, but I also have a very soft spot in my heart for Oribe because I used their original pomade all through the time I had a pixie cut, and it's just one of my favorite things I've ever used. But wow, if you want your hair to look like this and you've got thin hair or flat hair, oh my gosh, the Grandiose Hair Plumping Mousse. I'm gonna insert a picture here of what it looks like when I use this, what it makes my hair do. This was not with teasing. This was not with anything except using this while it was wet, drying my hair, and then doing the same technique I just did. This is what it gave me. It's huge, it's massive. So if you want big hair, I can't promise it'll be that big because I already have big hair, but this is seriously outstanding. You put it in your hair while it's wet and boom, you've got major volume. Then the last product I want to talk about is another Oribe product. It's the Flash Form Finishing Spray Wax. So this is also great if you've got short hair and you want to take some wax on the go just to smooth it down. When I had a pixie cut, I had to use product all the time to smooth the back down, smooth the sides down, whatever. But with this, I'll use a little bit, not always, but I'll use a little bit as a texturizing spray. It's just a little stronger than a texturizing spray because it is a wax. It's like if you don't want to use a texture spray but you don't want to use hairspray, I love this, and it smells really nice. So that's it. That's how I get my hair to look like this. And yeah. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you have any other questions, please leave them below, or any video ideas for grow outs or hair videos in general, leave them below. Please subscribe, like this video, share it if you found it helpful. Also check out my social media below if you want to stay updated with me off of YouTube, and I will talk to you in my next video. Mwah! Bye guys.